I accidentally stopped recording because I'm dumb. I don't know how I pressed it.
Gage.
I pressed a very... I don't know how. My hand slipped and pressed the exact button to stop recording. How does that happen?
I'll do it over again. Jesus.
No. Only the end bit. It just happened. Just.
So that's really funny.
That is the big funny.
Austin started teasing when I told him this.
Yeah, that was really funny. I died laughing because I was like, no, because I was like before when she was leaving, because I was like, man, that's like, because she's like her dad, wanted to warm up to her friends, and then like she'd be able to hang out more and do like that kind of stuff, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to, like come meet your father and just talk to him and see like I'm just a normal person, not a crackhead that wants to do things that are bad to his daughter.
Right, of course. You ain't no crackhead, so.
It's worse than a rapist. A child.
A child.
No,
Avery, don't say that word on my. You're gonna get me demonetized. Last time I said, Karsten and I started, or mainly Karsten, started talking about that one group from Germany from World War II, and because we said that word, I got demonetized instantly.
I won't say that.
That's how sensitive YouTube is.
We don't need any of this in it anyways. It's just
Recording
chatting.
right now?
No, just chatting is a podcast.
But like,
So you're recording right now?
Yeah.
Dang it. Something.
Jenna brushes her teeth.
I think it would give you even more demonetized, so I'm not gonna say it.
Have fun doing that, Gage.
Jenna brushes her teeth for a really long time.
Yeah, notice how, like, I normally would have said what you said, but I didn't because Gage is recording?
Yeah, like, now that I think about it, I'm like, wow, I'm actually on YouTube. I should probably shut my mouth about some things.
Maybe. You're on the channel with 7,000 subs.
Because YouTube has just gone off the rails sometimes.
Anyone can be listening.
It's funny. On the way home...
Including my uncle.
On my way home from getting picked up from my brother, I was texting Avery, and we somehow got to the topic of her dad, and I was like, man, just like, let me talk to your dad. I'll take him out to drink. We'll get a few beers. We'll become best of friends.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome. Yeah, Austin, just go get a beer with Avery's dad. Become best buds.
Man.
Heck yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, Jenna.
You have sparkly, clean teeth now, Jenna?
Yes, very sparkly, and I got a fresh cup of water.
Excellent. I do as well. It's recording, by the way, so don't say anything too stupid.
Yeah, don't get racist.
Wait, did you guys start?
Yeah, like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We just were talking.
Oh, literally. Yeah, I texted you saying we're chatting until...
We didn't actually like start. I haven't like put out a theme or anything. We're just chilling.
Oh yeah, by the way, I made a new role.
What?
Hope you don't mind.
Okay.
Just go look at my profile.
On me and
look at Avery's, I guess.
Oh, frick. Oh, God. How did I leave the call?
You're all over the place.
I am all over the place.
Something, Yakuza something, friendly neighborhood fish.
No, not that. The roles I have. Like my roles.
Oh.
Here.
Oh, Gage's child or something.
And then look at mine's.
Yeah, one of his role here. It's Gage's child or something. I don't know. I slept for 2 hours.
And mine's, and look at my roles, and then you're done.
Oh, Maddie's on. Maybe we can get Maddie up on this podcast.
Jenna, your girlfriend might join.
Okay.
Oh, we got Carson instead.
Oh man.
Carson.
Oh my gosh, all my skin is like burning hard now, and I do not know why.
It's probably because it's dry from the shower.
Maybe. Dude, that thing on my arm when I got ejected into the air burns.
Oh yeah. Just want to tell you guys, I broke my toe actually a little bit, my nail, and it started bleeding through my shoe.
Oh wow! Isn't that just dandy? Sorry that happened. Jeez.
Okay, I got a story to kick us off with.
Do it.
Oh, does he have to do his intro first? Or already...
Oh wait, no, I didn't do the intro. I forgot I have an intro now. All right, let me do.
Wait, did you already start?
Yeah, like 3 minutes ago, but I haven't even done the intro yet. So okay, Austin. I literally forgot to even have an intro. Austin, let me just do my intro real quick, and then you tell your story. I want to hear it. Okay. What's going on, guys? Solidslicer here, back again for another video, and today is episode 4. Yeah, 4 of the podcast, and I am joined by 4 others, appropriately. It makes a total of 5, but we don't talk about that, and Austin has a great story to kick us off. So, Austin, why don't you say that thing?
Okay, so this story involves our good old buddy, old pal Andrew. You know, the classic Andrew. Okay,
Our
so
favorite.
you know how Andrew? Oh, yo, it's Maddie.
Jenna's girlfriend's here.
Maddie's here. Yo, yo.
Continue.
Oh
No, I want to say hi to Maddie.
No.
Hi,
Yeah, I
Maddie.
deserve.
For anyone
Hello.
listening to the podcast, Maddie is not actually Jenna's girlfriend. Well, she is, but
Nope.
I mean,
I am Jenna's girlfriend.
it's just it's there's how am I supposed to explain this?
I got it. I'll sum it up. Ready?
Okay, ready.
Sorry, everyone. I am taken. This is my girlfriend, Maddie. Everyone, say hi in the chat.
However, she is straight at the same time somehow.
But of
Don't
course,
question
I'm also with the guys. So.
Hey, but
And Maddie is also taken.
But Jenna was my girlfriend first.
Apparently, I will not.
Okay, anyways, where was I with the story?
Not thinking about
okay,
this.
So, you know how Andrew has an addiction to those suckers, right? Like
Yeah.
the ones in the bag. We went after you guys left when we were hanging out today. We went to that dollar store next door, and he got 5 bags of those.
Oh my god.
yeah.
And this isn't even the worst part.
Oh, God.
So like, come like the end when they're like all gone. Me and Jenna are just like hanging out, chatting by ourselves, and Jenna's mom got there, and he left us 2 suckers. Guess what ones he left us?
Guess which flavor he
The
loved?
worst one.
Root beer.
Grape.
Orange.
Orange.
Ooh, the second worst flavor. Actually, the first worst flavor.
Yo, it's Noah now.
Noah.
Following in my footsteps, I see. I'm kidding.
What?
No, but he got 5 bags of these things, and he gave us 2 oranges.
My knife works.
No,
I bought a knife
that's
today and
atrocious.
That's a crime. That should be illegal.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's a crime.
There you
Can
go.
we like, send Andrew to jail?
Yeah, man. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
You should just
I'm
in full
That's
support of it.
easier.
Get him
What's
sent to
up?
jail.
My knife works.
Does
Yeah.
it?
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And I put
Well, that
also I
depends
put
on
Bobathan on the end of it.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Bob with it. Hey,
Good,
that's the
good.
thing I did. I love that name. Bob within the first,
This is Bobathan the second. It is a sheep.
and it's a knife.
Squishing.
You
Yeah.
cheating on
You
me?
want to see
I mean,
Bobathan
what?
the knife's sheep?
No.
Maybe I do.
Bobathan the second is owned by Bradley. That is Bobathan the
Excellent.
third.
This is Bobathan on my knife, and I'm cutting things.
Excellent, excellent.
Pretty
Yummy.
exciting.
I hope you aren't cutting yourself.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
No.
Gotten that
Hey
far.
yo.
No.
Hey yo.
Yo, Mr. No, we are on a podcast. We don't dive
We
into
ain't
serious
turning this
topics
into
like
a
that.
self-harm PSA. That's not. We're here to have a good, happy.
Not just
optimistic-
yet, at least.
Not yet. We're here to have an
I love
optimistic
how we're
time.
scolding Noah.
Ooh. Stab myself
Yes,
on
we are.
accident. That's fun.
Nah!
Noah's gotta know.
We do
No one's
not
gonna know his
condone of this,
wrongdoings.
people.
You better unstab yourself right now.
Ow.
Unstab yourself.
Dude, Gage, that's a
Oh,
bad PR
gosh.
move, man.
You frickin' what? You what?
That's a
You
bad
what, mate?
PR move, man.
That's my bad.
Your face is a bad PR move. I'm sorry.
No, that was a very
That's
solid
personal,
comeback.
man.
Speaking of solid, welcome to the Solid
10 out
Slicer
of
YouTube
10.
channel. You guys should subscribe and ring that notification bell. You know what I'm saying?
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
That is
I-
completely
I always find time for my plugs, even if they're completely unnecessary.
Fair enough. Gotta respect the hustle.
Thank you, thank you. And yet here I am, still not following any trends, just making FNAF animations.
Get it. As you should though.
Respect
Honestly.
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like them.
Yeah, for real.
sure.
Respect.
You do what you enjoy doing, not selling out.
Yes, I do.
Mhm.
Frick sellouts.
Dude, I have a story to tell you.
Do tell.
Okay, so after I got picked out picked up by my dad today.
You got picked
We
out
go
by your
to
dad.
Jersey Mike's, and oh my gosh, we go in. I got my Doritos because I love Doritos.
Oh my god! I just wiped the enemy team
I'm
with a
chilling.
grenade.
No, Carson, shush. I'm chilling.
Sorry.
Okay, you're chilling.
My dad 4 Italian subs because we love Italian subs, and this dude's like, ugh, Italian subs, and my dad's like, you got a problem with that? And so I'm just staring at my dad like, oh my god, stuff is gonna go down, and so I immediately bring up my phone, like holding it just to see if anything happens. My dad's like, you know what? Bye, and we just leave, and then we go to Jimmy John's, and I'm like, I want a fight to go down. I want them to be like freaking anime.
You, ma'am, have very much a lot of potential to become a YouTuber in the future. Always ready to record fights to the death and any trendy thing that would get you thousands of views.
Dude, like, my dad's
World
star.
No, I want to be an NICU nurse.
You'll never guess what I want to
How
be.
the body works, but we'll do that later.
Shout out to Andrew that said maybe the podcast time.
I want to be a firefighter, bro. I don't know what y'all.
Heck yeah,
Maddie,
I respect
can you
that.
please save me from a burning building?
Yeah, respect.
I will.
Maddie,
Thank you.
I'm gonna set my house on fire just to give you an opportunity to save someone.
I'm gonna be
Maddie,
like, no, I never get any cases. Then you're me over here setting your house on fire, committing arson. I'm like, oh,
I think,
okay.
dude,
Yes.
that is something I do. You're like, guys, I'm not getting any cases, and then I'm just like, I'll set my college on fire, and then you can come save it.
I'm all
Maddie,
right.
whenever you save me from a burning building, I will, and I quote, say, thank you, #girlboss, and just walk away.
Oh, no.
Just walk away from the scene.
You should do a #material
There,
girl.
I'd be like,
#material girl,
Yes,
#girlboss, hashtag
Bro.
I'm leaving.
Now I just freaking
no, I'd be like, I don't know him.
Yeah.
dude. I just freaking imagine Maddie walking into a burning building and like she's searching for people desperately, and then like she sees Austin on the other end of the hallway, and you both start going, "Mommy, sorry, mommy, sorry,"
Oh my gosh, material girl.
and then you both die.
If I'm ever in a burning building and
Dude.
frickin' Maddie's there, I'll be like, #girlboss, is that you? And then she'll just leave and I'll die.
She'll let you die.
Girlboss,
She'll
There
just,
wasn't anyone there.
she'll just peace out and let you die.
Oh my gosh.
Bodies
Like,
in there.
disconnect from server. Just disappear.
Disconnected from server.
Disconnected from server.
Channel.
Dude, this dude's hot.
Who just
One
left?
day, one day when we
Austin
get married,
here.
Maddie, I will set our house on fire so you can unfire it.
Jenna, I hope you know everyone watching genuinely is gonna think you two are gay.
Oh, I forgot we were talking.
Yes, we are in a podcast.
It's okay, Jenna, I love you. I don't care what anyone thinks.
Me win.
Oh my gosh.
Me when your
Your
mom.
mom.
No,
Me when
okay.
your mom. Me when your mom.
Disclaimer.
Me when your
disclaimer.
dad. Me when
Watch
your
my
dad.
girlfriend is talking.
Doing your mom.
Yeah.
Doing your
Shut
mom.
up while I talk.
Let
Shut
that
up, my
girl
girlfriend's
just
talking.
talk already, God.
Gosh, interrupted me. I'd like to do a disclaimer that I am not gay. Only gay.
Oh, she
Me
absolutely
neither.
is.
Yeah,
Me
here-
neither.
oh, guys,
Maddie.
okay, everyone watching
She's
here,
very gay, but absolutely she is. I has have an addiction to experienced it. chapstick.
everyone watching the podcast, I have a good analogy for this. So, Jenna is straight, but
Wait,
gay
wait,
for
wait.
Maddie, as all men are, or straight men are straight, except they're gay for Ryan Reynolds. It's that kind of thing.
Wait, who said
That's what
something
you
like
call
that?
being homosexual, my friend.
Noah, was that you?
What?
Someone said something about chapstick, and I'm about to throw hands.
Wasn't me.
Oh, that
It
was
was
Michael.
Noah. I heard him.
No,
It was
that was
Noah.
Mike.
Lord.
No, don't
No,
bring out
David.
the knives again. Do not bring the knives out again, please.
I would
What did
love
you
to.
say?
Bestie, I have to rat you out for my girlfriend.
If
What
one,
did
I
you say,
didn't
Noah?
say anything about the chapstick, please.
what if you
did you
guys
say?
are gonna fight, then please turn your webcams on so I can see what happens.
What did you say, Noah?
swear I didn't.
I don't believe you.
Boy.
I swear it was
Noah,
Austin.
I heard you.
It was
no,
Austin.
we all know what you said.
It
We all
was
know.
Austin. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Austin under the bus. My man ain't done nothing.
What did you say, Noah? Exactly.
I said you definitely were gay, and I've experienced you too. And yeah, okay, I'm done.
You're doing a really good job.
Okay, if anyone was wondering what I was saying, if anyone was wondering what I was saying, what I was saying. I said, let the girl bosses talk.
Yeah.
That's literally
Yeah,
the only thing I
exactly.
said.
Interrupt
Well
me and
done.
my girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
If you
If
interrupt
anyone
me, I will
interrupts
move
us,
out of
we
here,
will
and I will
end
not
your
be back.
lives.
I don't understand.
That's nice.
Homicide.
I love you.
Oh my god, what the hell? There's
I love you too,
there's almost an
General.
equal gender ratio in here.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Wait,
We will never be.
Leave it'll be equal. Alright, I'm gonna head out, guys.
No, Austin, no.
Must do this.
Austin,
Must
no.
do this.
Austin, you
Must
don't
do this
don't
for gender
don't let the
equality.
men be
Austin, I have a
dominated,
story.
Austin.
She said.
Okay, I'll stay. I want to hear the story.
Austin, you can join me in
But-
Destiny if you want.
I will
Shut.
after we're
I'm
done.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Alright.
Go, Maddie. Go, Maddie.
Hear me?
Okay,
Yes,
so
I can hear you.
on what day was it? Thursday? That was an A day, right?
Probably.
I don't even know.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was.
But on Thursday, Jenna was walking in the same hallway to fourth period with me with the day with the lockdown, and she came into my ASL class and Gage was there. Not this Gage, another Gage. For
Other
anyone who's
sucky
watching and you don't
Gage.
know.
Bootleg
Her
Gage.
boyfriend.
Fresh
Annoying
Gage,
Gage.
as we like to call him.
Annoying Gage, stupid Gage. Anyways, so Jenna walked in, and I don't remember
Gage.
who asked what, but me and Jenna at the same time went, "This is my girlfriend." Gage was just literally there staring at us.
Simultaneously. Exact same time.
Literally the
You guys
exact like
did that at
twins.
school?
That's amazing.
What?
You guys did that at school?
Yes,
Yeah,
I said
in
it to
front of
Gage.
her boyfriend.
Oh my
friend
god.
Emmett
Oh
was
my
just sitting there,
god.
like, what the heck? And we were both like, "This is my girlfriend."
You guys are gonna get like homophobic hate mail or something.
I
You guys
know.
are-
Someone's gonna come burn down my house.
I know.
No, literally, okay, Maddie. Okay, story time. It's not really a story, but just I was just downstairs talking to my mom, and my mom's like, "Yo, you guys want to watch a movie?" And I'm like, "Oh, actually, I have to go upstairs right now." And she's like, "Oh, are your friends better than me?" And I'm like, "No, I just have to go be gay with Maddie." And she literally just kept eating. She didn't even care. She's just like, "Okay."
Wow.
I tell my mom and dad that I like joke about being gay with you, and it's so funny to me.
Oh my
Literally,
god,
my mom
dude.
just looks at her taco and goes, "There's a lot of cheese on this." Like, just completely disregards what I just said.
She's like, you know,
That's
I'm
usually
glad I raised you right.
I found that that's usually what people do when they don't want to say something that like they really want to say. It, like someone says something, they have a response that they don't think would be appropriate, so instead they turn their attention to some random other thing in the room, like, "Oh wow, look at this taco! Wow, I like
The
tacos."
sky looks really nice today.
Yes,
Oh,
check
look
out
at
the
this.
table.
Dude, you're like in like an underground bunker, and someone like says something
Ceiling
awkward,
looks
and you're
awesome.
like, "So anyway, the sky looks really nice today."
No, that's literally Austin, but Austin when he's like airline food, am I right? He does that all the time.
Dude, that's like that's just how you can tell Austin
Oh
is
my
nervous.
gosh.
If Austin is nervous, he mentions airline food.
Literally, and I've noticed that it's always anytime he's nervous or he's like trying to change the subject.
He's trying to deflect
So
something.
about that airline food.
Explains why Austin is that you're talking to my boyfriend like that.
I'm sorry, what?
I had like a 3-day conversation about airlines with him. Don't ask me, bro.
Wait, you had a long
You're
conversation.
nervous.
So it was a very awkward conversation with you.
No, we had a very long conversation about this in-depth plan about finding why certain airlines have movie flights and why they some don't. So like we came up with this whole plan of going to the Bermuda Triangle and getting transported into the airplane world and finding the creator of the airplane. But like once we learned the
Oh my
secrets of
gosh.
the world, like the universe collapses. So like we had to escape to Mars.
Wait,
That's some
What?
tinfoil hat crap for
Yo,
sure.
Rylan, welcome to the podcast.
I
He's in
have
the podcast.
okay, wait,
Guys,
Thank you.
Rylan's in the podcast.
Gage.
Oh,
Damn.
Yes.
Gage.
Yeah.
That was
I have-
that was a major twist. I was not expecting that.
Okay, Jimmy, you were saying.
I have the most perfect topic for your podcast. It's not a topic, it's just a big story that Austin and I are going to tell you,
I'm
whether you
listening.
like it or not.
Okay, understandable.
So, I had this dream, okay? Now, bear with me here, okay?
oh no.
Hear me out. If you say hear me out, I am not hearing you out.
When you hear "oh no" at the very start of a story, you know it's gonna be good.
Wait. I'm going to need radio silence. If anyone says a word, I will kick you from this call. No, I'm joking. But
No,
like,
I can just.
The only people allowed to talk is
Waffles.
Austin himself and my girlfriend and the admin. That's it.
Which is me.
Soggy waffles.
Okay, here.
I also have a story after you're done, Jenna. And it's probably a completely different topic, but I do have a story.
Should I just mute? Should I just mute everyone but Jenna?
Lovely.
I'll mute myself.
I'll mute myself as well.
No, don't mute me. I'm involved with a
Yeah,
story.
no, don't mute Austin. Don't mute Austin.
Fine, I'll mute myself though. And Noah,
Okay.
and Noah gets muted, and so does Karsten. Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Karsten, you're muted for now. He doesn't even know why. That's the
Alright.
best part.
Austin, are you ready?
I am ready. I've never been more ready in my life.
Okay, great. So I had this dream, okay? We were in the cafeteria at school, but it was like a giant glass mall. And in the ceiling of the glass, there were children playing on a playground. And I saw the kids, and I wanted to go to the playground. And since Bradley is my dad, I said, Brad, take me to the playground. He said no. I was sad, right? So he takes me to the lunch tables, because we're all about to eat lunch together. And this is in the cafeteria, but the cafeteria is a giant glass mall. And so we go to sit down, and Austin's there. And I haven't seen Austin forever. I'm like, oh my gosh, Austin, hey! I go to give Austin a hug, and someone comes up and sews my arm to Austin's neck. Or vice versa. It's been a while. Point is like, someone did that. And we think it's Andrew. So we have this entire plan on how to catch Andrew, and we're involving a Greek god who can shapeshift himself to go into people's dreams, and Andrew's the bad guy. Would you like to explain some of this, Austin? I'm going on a rant here.
No. Yeah, so basically we came up with this full-force conspiracy theory about, who the true culprit is, which, ended up being Andrew, of course, because why wouldn't it not be Andrew?
It's always
And
Andrew.
we also came up with this entire plan on how to take him down, involving a fusion dance, become an ultimate life form, this ancient Greek god, that kind of stuff.
So basically, we've been in the process of trying to join dreams together. We fall asleep and try to, I've been like inviting him to my dream using brainwaves so we can take down Andrew together. And I just thought I should share that because, I don't really know why I decided to share that, but I did.
This has been 4 months in the making.
That is freaking amazing.
What is this, the freaking Xbox party chat?
I'm so glad I muted myself because you would have just. I'm so glad I muted myself because you would have just heard me laughing over that the entire time.
I was laughing so hard. I was like, "What?" In the beginning, when she was like, and my arm was so to Austin's neck, and I was like, "What?"
So anyway, my arm was now sewn to Austin's neck, and then we did a fusion dance to catch Andrew, the culprit of the sewing. No, you're not. No, Karsten, I hear
and I was like, "What is happening?"
Telling you, if I were to explain to you guys
story
the
than
dream,
toilet.
if I were to explain to you guys the dreams that I have, all of them are just so crazy. You question my sanity 100%.
I want to hear all of them.
I do.
We already questioned
Thank God I don't have dreams.
Oh my gosh, I remember all of them. All of them.
I don't remember any of my dreams, and I wish I did. I'm trying to remember the last one I had.
I remember
the cardboard box, the cardboard layout thing that killed you.
Oh yeah, my nightmare. My reoccurring nightmares are the only ones I remember. Maybe.
Rollback.
I have this.
I remember too. I used to have. Sorry.
Run out again.
I was gonna say, I have this one nightmare every year around October 20th through the 24th every single year without fail. It's the same dream, same thing happens, except every single time one person who's a key thing in my dream constantly keeps changing. Every year it's a new person, and I haven't figured it out yet, and it's driving me insane.
That's weird. I used to have this one.
That's strangely creepy.
I know.
What happens?
I was in this orphanage with this witch lady, and she said she was sick of us, so she was gonna get rid of us, and she said we could take one toy. And I was like, "Oh, can I take my stuffed animal Tigger? Because he's my guy." And she was like, "No, I said toys, not stuffed animals." So I cried, and I took a toy with me. And then we were leaving, and we were walking through this haunted house, and I was sitting on this guy's shoulders, like while we're walking through, and it was my crush, my 5th grade crush, and I haven't seen him in years, but it was him. And we're walking through, and the floor falls, and we all die. But every single year, it's a different person. I'm on a different person's shoulders, and I'm so confused why I keep getting that.
It better be me this year.
It's whoever you're in love with,
You,
clearly.
Maddie.
Every year it's your true love. That's it.
Yeah, so it better be me this year.
It's gonna be Maddie this year, I bet.
Oh, it's gonna be her.
100%.
The thing is, no, the dream's gonna go so differently though, because you're just gonna break her shoulders instantly because she's so short, and you're not even gonna get to the part where you fall and die.
Maddie built diff, bro. She can
I'm
bench
twice
press like
Maddie's weight.
13 different
More
toddlers.
than Gage. I
What?
mean, you can bench more than Gage. Not you, Gage. Other Gage.
You could
Oh.
bench press for like 15 toddlers. Just saying.
20 if they piss me off.
15 whole pounds of toddlers.
Okay,
Going
but
back to the
toddler,
Tyler, we could toss him.
Why would you do that?
It would be
Why?
It would be really funny.
Fair point.
Wait. Going back to the dream thing, I used to have this weird dream where we had this like dollhouse, and I would like come out of my room in the middle of the night, and this like thing, I never knew what it was, but would always fall off of it, and every time I screamed, it would fall off again. Like it would like teleport and fall off again, and it was a reoccurring like nightmare that I had for like the longest time, and it finally stopped, but I don't know what the whole point of it was. Like every time I screamed, something would fall off the thing, and I remember always running downstairs and running outside, and that was it. Like that, it just ended. It was just like I randomly would like wake up. I hated it so much. It was so scary.
I had something similar to that. I was at this haunted house in the middle of the woods with my family because when we were a few years ago, me and my family, we'd go explore abandoned houses because there was a lot in our town, and so we were
as you
walking
normally
through
do.
this abandoned house that's like it actually exists. We've been there before, and we're walking through it. And right when you walk in, there's this bed that has one of those dolls that's like pale white with the black hair over her face. You know, the dress.
No.
And it was a doll that was sitting on the bed. And
Nope.
I was like, oh, that's creepy. So we keep walking around, and the doll. This is really hard to explain. So just imagine it in your mind with me, okay? So the doll starts moving forward by putting its face on the bed and like slithering with its face. It uses its face to grip.
Ew! Oh my god, you're freaking me out,
Dude,
Jenna.
this is the kind of stuff that makes me turn other lights in my room on. I'm gonna go turn my bathroom light on.
No, I just turned my closet light on.
I'll be right back.
I'm terrified.
Hold on.
Something good in the closet on its face.
So it gets worse. So we're like, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
That is
Inching
not.
forward.
Of course it does. Of course it does. It has to. It has to.
Let me finish. So, we're like, oh shoot, we ain't doing that. And so like it gets up and it's like literally chasing us, but just inching on its face really fast.
How is it catching up?
I'm scared right
It
now.
gets worse. It gets worse. So my
No!
Come over. I'm so
We ain't
scared. I'm
doing that.
actually scared.
just listen.
I want to be a man right now, but I can't.
Listen to me.
I'm listening.
Oh my god.
So my family's like, oh no, we gotta go. So they run out the door, and my dad gets the idea. He's like, okay, we're gonna bolt down the door, right? So he grabs these pieces of wood, just finds them, and he starts nailing the door shut. But I'm still in the house. They get in the car, they drive away, and I'm in there. And he goes, oh, that sucks. Anyway, and he leaves, and the doll is just chasing me around the island, like I'm like, running in circles. And then I trip because who doesn't trip in situations like that, especially when you're as clumsy as me.
It's a horror movie.
And then it literally just starts like eating me. Literally.
Oh.
Ew, stop.
Okay. How big is the doll?
Was it eating you respectfully at least?
No, it was very disrespectful.
Bro, freaking doll climbs on you,
bro,
and before it eats you,
stop.
it's just like, hello, madam, I would respectfully like to imply the fact that I will now consume your your orifices.
You just made that a million times worse.
You're welcome.
Like a doll that's been chasing you around is now like, I want to respectfully devour.
It has a British
That's
accent.
terrifying.
The doll has a British accent, and it respectfully requests to eat you, and then eats you anyway if you say no.
Can I please have a bit of your... No, I'm just kidding.
Jenna.
Wait, Gage, I can
That is
no
so
joke.
scary.
We could no joke do an entire episode of me just telling you all these random dreams and nightmares
We
I remember.
could.
I'm telling you, there are
Shoot
so
to
many.
episode
This is-
2.
yeah,
That's what we're
be like
doing.
This is why I wished you were here last episode, because you have like all the
No,
answers.
episode 2, not episode
We
3.
should have this be like the scary podcast. Like this episode should just be the scary story one because I have so many
Sure.
scary stories.
Okay,
so many
before
theories.
we move on, I have one question question for Jenna. So Jenna, how big was the doll?
Let me find something in my room to compare its size to.
Was it like
a little bigger than a shoe, maybe?
Okay, can I give you some? Can I give you some advice if you ever have that dream again?
Punt it.
Punt it. Yes, punt it.
Literally invite me to your dream and I will punt it for
Bro,
you.
send me an invite when you're dreaming and I'll join.
At least punt
Send me
it.
an invite to your Discord. It's gonna be like, please come save me.
Bro, I wish dreams were like Xbox parties. And you can just invite people. And it's like, guys, I'm having... Guys,
no, I'd sleep all the
Those
time.
swap fishes online.
Guys, I'm having...
You guys all want to join my dream tonight? You know, we can all hang out in my imaginary mansion. Like,
If you have another dream like that, no, I'm not about to join your dream.
Bro,
I'll ping you.
Terrifying.
So, and dreams are like randomized, right? So if you did that and you went into their dream, it could go from a nightmare and you're helping them from a nightmare to randomly become some weird, like... Just imagine...
Okay, no.
The dream like switches to someone like a romance story with someone who's in the dream with you, and everyone's like, "Oh no! Oh stop! Why did I come here?"
I feel like it's actually possible because I remember one time I was at this dream and I was standing in the drive-thru of McDonald's, but it was like
spooky,
like, completely empty. And I'm standing there and I see my cousin and she's standing there, but like her face is glitching, and I'm looking at her and I'm like,
"Oh frick that! No, frick that!"
I was like, nah. I was like, what are you doing in my dream? And she goes, what are you talking about? This is my dream. And I went, no. And then she just left, like just disappeared. And I talked to her about it, and she said she had the same exact dream.
No way! No, dude, stop, bro. My eyes are tearing up. My eyes are tearing up. That's so. Dreams freak me the frick out, man. I cannot handle that stuff.
Oh my god, that's scary.
Oh, Gage.
What?
Do you remember the one dream I told you about last podcast?
Yeah, with the freaking Momo and the
Momo
bees.
and bees.
Yeah, oh, I remember that. Oh, God,
Yeah.
dreams freak me
Have you
out
ever
so
joined?
much.
Because I always have that. I have
Especially
that every
dream was not found.
summer.
Okay.
So every time
Alright,
it happens.
Did you say you had it
join
in
my
the
dream.
summer? Huh? Sorry.
Only once.
Okay.
And so imagine if you guys just join randomly.
Yes.
Like,
Okay. Yeah. If you ever are having that, just send me an invite and I will punt Momo, and then I will force
So scary,
I will enslave the bees and make them make honey.
Why are we bringing up
wait, can I tell a scary story?
You may.
It's a true story too.
Wait, can I go to the bathroom real quick?
Yes.
I want to hear this. Okay. The host is going to be gone momentarily. Talk about cupcakes and rainbows or something.
Wait, I want to say something really quick.
Well, of course.
If you know what the worst thing is when you have a dream about, like, you know, just like a random person that you're friends with, and then you start to like them afterwards. Those dreams I hate so much. That is all I have to say.
I never had a dream like that.
I like them how?
Like, they're in your dream, and then you start liking them after the dream. Like, that has
like liking them how?
Yeah, like
Yes,
how?
like
them. Like you have a crush on them.
Like how I like Maddie.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the same thing. Oh my god, we're so gay.
We're so gay.
You guys are.
Hey guys.
Literally, shut up. No one asked you.
Like so
Literally,
quiet.
no. Go away.
Okay, bestie.
Who?
Who asked?
Who cares?
My mom.
Who?
Fortunately, your freaking mother.
Yeah, deal with it.
You gay.
What is this podcast?
Yes,
Never mind.
makes sense.
This little piggy went to the
I
moon.
have a scary story, but Gage needs to hurry up.
Gage, if you don't piss faster, I swear.
Jeez.
I'm telling that to a girl.
Today. I was walking on the side of the road, and Gage and I found a bag of pee just lying on the floor. No joke.
What?
A bag of pee.
I could have gone my whole life without knowing.
Oh, I could have too, but I felt it. Not with my hands, with my...
Ew! What?
You felt.
Why would you do that?
Respectfully, I will never touch you again.
Okay, I'm back.
Maddie, don't never touch me again.
I would never.
That's
Okay.
very
Okay.
good.
Okay.
You are very good.
What did I miss?
You know what?
With Gage, when you and I poked the bag
A lot of
of pee
things.
with our foot.
You know what?
Bag
Okay.
of pee.
When I listen back on the podcast, I'll hear everything you guys just said, so it's fine.
Great. Okay, cool.
Okay. So story time. Okay. So my friend in California, we were going to LA one time, and her mom was telling us that she used to see ghosts and stuff like as a child. and you could probably already see where this is going, but one night, the girl was little, and her name is Savannah. She was like sleeping with her parents because she was having like visions and all this stuff. So she's sleeping with her parents, and the mom wakes up and she's like, "I feel like we're being watched. Like this is terrifying. I don't like this. Stop!" And so the dad's like, "I'll go check. I'll go check." So he goes outside and he like walks around the house, and he doesn't see anything. And so he's like, "It's fine. Go back to bed." So, and this is a true story. It sounds fake, but it's just because I'm trying to remember exactly. But I'm pretty sure this is all 100% accurate.
Okay, okay.
And they go back to sleep, and then the mom wakes up again. She's like, "I feel like we're being watched. You need to go check again." And so he says, "Fine." So he goes outside again, and he's like walking around, and he comes back in. And he's like, "I don't feel anything, or I don't see anything." And so then the daughter wakes up, and she goes, "Mom, why is the guy with the black eyes standing in the door watching us?"
Stop!
Frick!
Stop!
No!
Stop.
No! Frick! No! 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 No!
Oh God.
I'm not even kidding. And so
Close
then,
You see Mr. Bullen.
Oh, that
but
sounds
the mom was
like
saying
the greatest storyteller.
possessed, bro.
Storyteller
And the
ever.
mom was telling us that like when they first brought her home, all the toys with like batteries would turn on, like all that like crazy stuff. And there was a bunch of other stories too that I don't exactly remember, but there was another one where they had this angel painting in the daughter's room, and the daughter came up to them and she was like, "Can you take it out of my room? Because my friends won't come in with it there." So they're like, "Yeah, we'll take it out." And so they took it out that night, but the next day they put it in her room with like behind her dresser so she wouldn't have seen it. And there was no way she could have seen it because it was like stuck up against the wall behind stuff. And then that night she went up to them and said, "The ghost told me to put it behind the dresser. Can you please take it again?"
No! Okay.
No.
Listen.
No.
I don't listen. I don't care.
How is this?
Okay,
Hold on.
listen here. Okay, I don't care what religion you are. In that scenario, you pray to God.
I know. And I think they were Christian at the time too. And I was like, how did that even happen?
Good. You
And
got some
she's
strong
fine
ties. Use those.
She's fine now. She doesn't see things anymore, but like they were saying that the radios would like turn and then there would be like, "Oh, like it's fine." But there was all these stories. There was another one about this like white man that was chasing Savannah, and she came to her parents' room and she was like, "Tell the man to stop chasing me." And then there was like a car, you could hear a car door shut and the car go down the street, and they went outside and there was no car. I was like, "What? No, don't ever talk to me again." I have the chills.
That's gonna be a note for me.
Like, it was so scary.
Okay, wait, can I tell a story really quick?
I have a crazy dream that I had. I don't know when it was. It's like probably a few months ago. I've only had it once.
Okay.
So, let's see, where do I start? So, it's the beginning of the dream. So, I get into the dream. Everything seems normal. I had my sister, her friend or her boyfriend in it, and me. And there was another unidentified person. I couldn't tell who it was. But this person got possessed and was like, started to, like, eyes rolled back, was like, now floating in the air and like,
I don't know.
shaking, like almost having a seizure while in the air.
Oh my God.
I've done
And
that.
then
Out of the air.
rushes through the back door. The back door is shut. Through the back door. An actual person. So,
That was weird.
Bro, let's title that
And
dream,
so-
person commits adios.
and so
Yeah.
they go through, and so now they're circling the house, and they're circling and circling and circling and circling, and at the moment, it's really, really, really early, like really early in the morning, probably 3 or 4 in the morning. So it's like pitch black outside. And there's like almost a haze glow around the person, so you can see the person moving.
It just started flying.
And if you took one step outside of a room or anywhere where you could be visible from the inside of the house, the demon that was inside the person would rush towards the house like
Oh my gosh.
What
really,
the
really, really,
heck?
really fast and make this screeching sound.
Oh god, dude, I can't. I hate being
I have
alone.
stories.
And
Can I tell us? Oh wait, sorry, you're not done.
I'm almost done.
So cold.
There, at that point, I'd waken up, but in the dream, it was really, really like really, 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 really over exaggerated. The sounds, just everything. And so whenever we for some reason, turning the lights off seemed to show the ghost that nobody was in the house. Like, they couldn't see us moving through the house if we needed to.
Oh, right.
And so I ran through the house, and at this point, like, my room is downstairs, and my family members' rooms are upstairs. My sister and her boyfriend are sitting in my room because they're terrified, and I'm terrified. I'm like, well, crap, I have to turn the lights off. So I run out of my room, I hide under my couch. The ghost rushes towards the window, then turns around, slowly goes back out into my backyard. And then I rush all the way to my counter where my light was, so I'm hiding behind the counter, and the ghost rushes toward the window, almost comes inside the house. And then at that point, I was able to turn the lights off, and then it ended. That was it.
Oh my god.
That sounds like such a perfect concept for like a horror movie.
Right?
Like,
it would be better than half the movies that are coming out right now.
I know, right? Like there's a ghost, like there's a demonic entity surrounding the house, and you can't leave the house.
We should just film one.
Or it can catch you.
I can be the demon. Wait, but can I tell you guys a story real quick?
Yeah,
sure.
Can I go after Jenna?
What?
Yes, you may.
Can I go after you? Like, tell a story after you're done? Okay.
I call dibs after Maddie.
Got it.
Okay.
Story
So
time.
I hate to add this part, but this is a true story. So yay for that. No, I think you already know this. I think I told you a few months ago. But so, when I was younger, apparently, like, our house, my mom said that she would hear, like, running around, even though, like, you know, all of us kids were asleep. And apparently, I told her that I would see glowing orange eyes, or, like, glowing yellow eyes in my room. And my aunt, when she lived with us at the time, she would hear, like, running around, and her friends were scared to come over because it felt weird or whatever. So we had that experience, and our pastor literally came over and said it was demons, basically. So yay for that.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I never knew about that. She just recently told me. But I back in, I think, 8th grade, so I'd go downstairs, you know, get a cup of water and go back up to my room. Normal, right? Except I'd go downstairs, and we had this giant slider door that faced our kitchen. And every time I went down there, I would see this tall, long shadow just kind of standing there, staring at me.
Oh my god.
And I thought, okay, it's a tree, I'm being stupid, go away. So, at the top, there was, like, you know how some stairs, they, like, are an L shape?
However,
and they, like, go
the shadow had arms and hands.
Like, the first part of the stairs, there was a giant mirror, to where if you were looking in the mirror, you could see the slider door. Just keep that in mind. So, I'm getting my water, and I'm just drawn to looking outside that slider. I just keep looking there. I'm trying to make out this figure. I'm like, we don't have a tree there. That's where our hot tub is. So I'm like, what is this? And I'm looking at it, and you know, I'm trying to make it out. It's like 8-9 feet tall, super, like, long, what I'm assuming to be arms on the side. And so I was like, okay, let's just go upstairs. So, you know, I do the whole turn off the light and run up the stairs. And in the background, as I'm running up the stairs, I would glance through the mirror, and I would see it, like, inside the house, like, next to the slider, like, it'd be getting closer. So that happened, I think, twice or 3 times, and then it just kind of stopped, and I forgot about it until one night. I go downstairs.
Oh no!
Water. I see it out there, and I'm breathing heavy. I'm freaking out. And so I'm just like, forget it. I don't need water. I'll survive. I start running upstairs. I look. So I'm getting a little hard to breathe right now. I'm looking. I look through the mirror. It's at the bottom of the stairs behind me. And I'm like, oh my god, running. I run into my room, slam the door shut, and I jump in bed. And I'm laying there, and I'm looking around my room, and it's dark. And in the corner of my room, I have a music stand there. And I was looking, and I'm like, you know, my eyes are adjusting to the dark. And where my music stand is, I see it standing there, and I'm like, my music stand is not that tall. That's got to be it. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, kind of scared. And I'm laying flat on my back. Sorry, I'm like shaking right now. I'm
shaking too. My eyes are watering. I'm crying and looking around my room, Praying demons don't grab me from behind.
I look up at the
I'm
ceiling.
freaking out.
You guys are sensitive.
I look up at
Lizzie, shut up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
shut
tell you
up.
a spooky story. Shut your mouth.
I look up at the ceiling and it was staring down at me, and at that point I just couldn't move.
Bro, this is Alien.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't close my eyes. I couldn't breathe. Like I was forced to stare at it, and I don't remember going to sleep that night. I just remember staring at it. Barely. I couldn't move. I couldn't think about anything else except it looking down at me.
Fine.
And I kept seeing it every single night until one day my brother's girlfriend came over and it got brought up, and she started laughing, and she was like, "Oh, we can call him Jeff. We can name him Jeff. Whatever." After we started joking about it and we gave him the name Jeff and we started laughing about it, never saw him again.
Yeah, because once you turn the nightmare or the enemy into a joke, because it's all built on fear, right? And if you can turn your fear into comedy, if you can beat your fear with words,
That was
then
my idea too.
that fear
Yeah, but
cannot
there's a
exist.
problem with that. She lives in California, right?
my
She just
gosh.
recently came over to visit, and after she came over to visit, I saw it again in my new house, and now I'm like...
Well, guess what? No, what you get to do? Let's call it Jeff again. Next time you see it in your
I
dreams,
have an
say, "Yo,
old
Jeff,
dream.
what's up?"
I have an old dream.
Well, hold on, real quick. Jenna, check general.
Dream. You ready?
Is that what the shadow looked like? Or I guess, is that...
I don't even want to look. I'm scared.
You should look.
Oh my gosh, Gage, stop. Delete it. Gage, get it the freak
No,
out.
no.
Gage,
I'm gonna
Gage.
I drew it. I drew it.
I am an agent of chaos!
Okay, Gage, I have some charcoal at my desk.
Scary? What
I'm
the
gonna try to-
frick? That's not scary.
Okay,
Karsten,
when
you shut up!
I can delete it.
Wait, hold on, Carson, listen to me. When you have a personal experience with something like that, it does scare you. If you were to see that video,
I told you guys about the story. Avery engaged about the story or whatever, that
Okay.
I had like
No, Maddie's going next.
like sleep
Maddie's
paralysis.
Maddie's going... I will stab you.
I'm crying.
Gage, I have charcoal at my desk. I suck at drawing, but I'll try to draw it so you can see what I'm talking about.
Got it, okay.
Do not send it to General, send it to Gage, because I'm literally about to cry.
did the
I'm
thing-
on the verge of
Did the
tears.
thing I posted in general, did that look like it at all, Jenna? Because that's from a YouTube series.
I want to look at it
Kinda.
again.
Okay.
Yes, but it also had long arms. And
Okay.
I'm
Let me,
shaking
okay,
right now.
before anyone freaks out more about the image I sent, I assure you guys, it was made by Alex Kister as a fictional YouTube series called The Mandela Catalog. It is not real, it is photoshopped, and...
Delete it.
No, I'm not...
No one
Looking.
delete it
Oh my
right
gosh,
now.
Maddie,
Stop playing.
I'm literally shaking right now. and
Dude,
it's like,
I was looking around my room during that story
Oh,
thinking of
look
demons.
at it!
Karsten,
Okay, I'm
listen,
gonna draw it right now.
you just don't have... you haven't had the same
Because it's not as
experience.
scary.
Okay.
Dude, remember I told you about that story of when I had sleep
Hero
paralysis. I thought I was awake, and then I had like that hand come up from under my bed and grab me. But it was all a dream.
Oh my gosh, I forgot one major part of the story. You just reminded me, Karsten.
Okay, I'm telling my story after because it's a little bit more lighthearted.
I'll go
Not
after...
really, but it's
Sorry.
not as terrifying.
I'll
I
go
wanna
after
say this
Noah.
really quick. For those who, scaries or something, I don't know. Anyway, so, I had a dream one night,
I'm gonna
and
cry.
I had a dream where I was going down to get water, exactly what happens, and I was running up the stairs, and I made it to my room, and it wasn't following me, and I was like, oh my gosh, did I beat it? Is it gone? And I felt really proud of myself, and I turned on the light to check my room, and I see blood streaks going under my bed, and
Oh,
under my bed,
No, shoot me.
and my entire family is under my bed.
Oh!
Dead.
Oh, no!
What? And I wasn't able to leave the room. I was just stuck there, and he was standing in the corner watching me cry, and that was the end.
Oh my god.
Dude, this is the perfect horror movie material. Bro, like,
Yeah.
you can make a
We
horror
should
movie off
make a
this,
horror
and
movie.
people
Literally,
would
we should
cry.
literally film a horror
Men
movie. I'm
would...
not even kidding.
If this became a horror movie, men would cry. Okay, I could orchestrate
We
this.
should make a horror movie. I'm not even kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Yo,
Stop.
guys, if you want to collab with me, I will work on a horror movie for the channel, and I'd be...
Can I be in it? I can.
You'll be the main character,
I
of
did
course
it
you will.
too.
We need the main character to be the person who actually had the nightmare. It's called authentic reaction.
Oh, got it.
So you'll
I'm
actually...
literally shaking so badly right now.
Dude, I am... Oh my god, I have such, like, an overactive imagination in mind. So hearing that,
too.
I can picture every detail of a human corpse and a tall shadow man watching you cry at the sight of your dead family. I can picture that vividly, and it shakes me to my core, and I hate it so much.
I'm shivering and it's cold. It's
Me too. I'm like so cold right
horrible.
now.
I like how the
I'm
people that
shaking
are
and I keep looking behind me.
I like how the people that are scared are all the girls and then me.
Noah's scared too.
I'm
Noah's scared
okay,
too.
like this, like
I'm
I have
a
an
little
active,
freaked out
I have a
about
pretty
it, too.
vivid imagination too.
Oh,
So when I was
really
like,
sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up.
No,
We were in
no.
the
It's fine.
heat of it.
it's all good.
Man, you guys have some wild dreams.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm not like freaked. I'm not scared. It's just that things and stuff like that is just terrifying because I know that
Guys, why
there's
is
something
my
out there
cat?
like that.
My cat is like looking at this one specific spot in my room and nothing's there. What the hell?
Shut up! So is mine.
No.
Be gone!
No.
Christ be with me!
Mine is looking
No.
at my wall too. I'm not even
Okay,
kidding. I'm
there's
gonna cry.
no way.
Gage, my dog used to look at the same slider every single time it was like
Just-
nighttime. She'd always look at the slider door where he would stand. Like dogs can see ghosts, dude.
Dude, does anyone have a crucifix on them at the moment? I would like a crucifix, please.
Okay, everyone, I think it's time to pray.
Alright, Lord help me, please!
You were at the end
I
of
am
the bed.
good boy. Thou hast
my
done
God.
nothing wrong.
That's creepy, Maddie. That's creepy.
Oh, never mind. Hold on. The cat just
I'm
wants out. Hold on.
Cry.
Just a sec, guys. I'm gonna let the cat out of my room. She wants to go to her.
Don't open your door. Don't do it.
It's fine, dude. Okay, listen. If a demon comes into my room, I will frickin' 1v1 it to the death. I'm not screaming. I will square up and I will
I'd be
fight.
to watch it.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my webcam. Just a sec. Oh my piece
I
of-
suck at drawing, holy cow, but I can't even describe it. Like, dude.
For an experience like this, I feel like you'll do a pretty good job. Yes, it
I've
fixed.
drawn
Okay.
it before,
Okay,
but I
okay,
can't
guys.
do it.
This is the live footage.
Jenna, can you send me it?
If I die right now, you'll have it on camera. All right.
You gotta send us a video. once
Jesus
you
be
come
with
back
me.
live, though.
Yeah. This is on video. Okay.
Please be safe.
Oh my God!
Maybe.
My parents are there. My parents are there. Oh my God! Oh, that scared me so bad. Oh.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight, so I'm gonna be bothering.
Oh my God.
Gage and Austin on Discord all night.
I opened.
Are you?
I'm more than happy to talk.
You just scared me.
Dude, I opened my door. My parents were gone all night, right? They just got home and I didn't hear them come in. My parents were standing on the other side of the door. Oh my God! That killed me inside. Dude, I had a stroke. I didn't expect something to be there. Someone was there. Oh God! That
Wow,
guy.
you guys are.
Let me
Dude,
guess, we're
She's
wusses.
freaking me out. Look.
Alright, Karsten, if you're gonna judge us right now, bye-bye.
Hey, come out of here.
Wow.
Listen,
Look at
some
that.
I'm
people.
judging you. I'm
some-
just saying. The last time, like, I was alone and somebody walked past me, which was my sister, by the way. I was like, "What the?" But yeah, I wasn't that
But
extreme.
you've just never had a bad experience like some of us have.
I had
Exactly.
sleep paralysis. What are you talking about?
You're a chiller
well, then
dude,
you-
okay? Listen, everyone reacts to fear differently. Some people are more jumpy at things. You're just not
Yeah,
jumpy,
exactly.
okay? You can't act like we're wusses just because you're freaking, like,
Okay, jump
steel-minded.
scares.
Exactly.
I don't get scared when people try to scare me, but jump scares in games, I hate them. And this crap, oh my
To
god.
me, the
Noah,
scariest thing,
Noah.
to me, the scariest thing ever isn't fear itself, but dread. I know that sounds like the same thing, but dread is the uneasy feeling that something bad is about to happen, the feeling that something's watching. Fear is the in-the-moment thing that you know what is happening and you know what you have to do. Dread is not knowing what you have to do, but knowing something bad is coming. I
That makes
fear
sense.
dread. It's because I know dread is going to happen. So when you tell a story of like a demon or a ghost or some sinister entity, I feel like it suddenly is watching me, and it gives me this feeling of dread, like it's going to come for me at any moment, and I'm going to have to defend myself.
So,
I really wish I
Noah.
was alone right now. I just
I
need
have
someone in
a-
my room with me too.
Me too. I'm glad my parents just got home because I was
Maddie, can you come over and just Just
I will. I promise.
stay with me.
If I could
Wait,
crawl
hold up,
through
I
your
just know
webcam, I
something.
would.
I don't remember what it was, but I don't remember what Noah said. But I was gonna say we went to an escape room today that was like a horror movie themed one, or like spooky one, and it wasn't even like it was. I don't know how to explain it, but like I wasn't scared of being there, like, but I was terrified that someone was gonna pop out the entire time. And the noises, I'm so terrified of loud noises, like it's insane. Like
Oh,
I
trust me, me
hear
too.
a door shutting, and I immediately think it's a gunshot, and I like freak out. But we were sitting there, and the lady started banging on the door, and I fell, and I almost hit my face on the cabinet. It was really bad, but it just reminded me of whatever Noah said. I don't even remember what he said, but yeah, it's like I'm not scared of like being scared, you know. But like if someone jumps out at me or like something loud, oh my gosh, I will cry.
Okay.
I also have to tell my story, but I was waiting for this conversation to finish.
Shoot, what was I gonna say? Let me turn my webcam off so people don't have to stare at me. Wasn't Noah gonna go after Maddie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't told my story yet.
Oh, okay, you can tell it now.
I'll go after Noah.
And then I'll go after you.
And then I'll go after you.
So basically, like this isn't like super spooky, but it was definitely weird. So my dad was in California in November, I want to say, because my uncle passed away. But, so the night my uncle passed away was the night that I think me and Aiden had gone to Bradley's play. I don't think it was the night that we all went together, but it was the night that me and Aiden had gone. Anyways, so I got in the car after the play.
Your mic cut out.
You're cutting out. Maddie.
Can you hear me?
We can now.
Okay. It's
Madison.
because my AirPods suck.
Oh no, she can't hear us. She got AirPods in.
Oh no.
Oh no! This is a demonic
So
entity
basically-
behind her.
So stop.
Sorry.
So, did you guys hear at least bits and pieces of what I was saying about my uncle passing and stuff?
Yeah, that
Yes.
much. That's about it.
Oh, I think
Okay,
you told
so-
me about this.
Basically, my uncle passed, and my mom told me after we went to see Bradley's play and whatever. Well, that night, apparently my mom heard walking around in our house. And it was like heavy footsteps, like not enough to be like a cat walking around. It was like heavy footsteps. And my cat was meowing at my door like for like 15 minutes on end. So it's not spooky, but it definitely freaked me out. And we think it was like my uncle just telling us he was alright. I don't honestly know, but it was terrifying.
This dude killed me because he wouldn't walk and get out of the way.
Okay. Anyways.
You know what?
Alright, you're
My
up.
turn?
Continue.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, I'm gonna say the words. This is a real story.
They're gonna kill me.
Based on the true story.
Nope.
So, you guys know Gettysburg with all the Civil War stuff that happened there, tons of battles that happened there,
Yeah.
tons of dead soldiers, yeah. All that.
Lovely.
So, there was an orphanage,
I'll just start
and
continuing with.
these.
I'll just start my story until he comes back.
What?
So
No.
in this
What?
orphanage. So in this
Well,
orphanage in
things
Gettysburg,
he
while we were there,
like,
or,
Avery.
so in this
Not
orphanage,
what to do.
Avery, can you not hear Noah?
Yeah.
I can't.
What? You can't hear Noah? Noah's talking right now. He's telling a story.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry.
You're good. Why can't you hear some of us sometimes? That's weird.
Discord.
It's the ghosts! I knew it!
We'll be lagging.
It's the Discord entity. It haunts the servers. Okay, sorry. Noah, continue. Avery,
You're all
I'll
good.
let you know when Noah's done, Avery.
Actually, it's just Avery's phone.
Probably. Noah?
so in Gettysburg, there was this orphanage that the older kids would. So the master person, she would have the older kids beat the younger kids if they didn't do what they were told. And supposedly, like, a lot of people died there, a lot of children. So this was way back in the 1800s. So we went on this present day now. We go on this ghost tour while we're in Gettysburg, and we're taking a ton of pictures, see if we can get anything. So as we're walking by this orphanage, my mom says, "I think there's something in that window."
Nope.
And none of us say, or all of us think, "No, there's nothing in the window. We don't see anything." My mom is certain that there is something in the window, and we get back to, and then once we're done with the trailer, or with the tour, sorry, we go back to our trailer and we look at all the photos, and you want to know what was in that window? There was a freaking person. There was a.
Oh!
I'm not gonna be able to sleep.
Yeah, Maddie, I'm gonna have to talk to someone like for the next 5 hours. So I
Jenna,
don't die.
Jenna, I need someone too. Austin, Jenna, we're gonna be having an emotional support group. We're gonna have an emotional support group not because of like abuse or because of like bad stuff in life, but just solely for the fact that we feel like a demonic entity is going to eat our butts.
Oh, that's kind of hot.
Said butt. What? You said butt.
YouTube's gonna demonetize me. I said butt.
Oh
I
no!
can't believe you, Gage.
I love doing this.
Beyond you.
No! Stop!
I am a chaotic neutral, and you know that.
No! No! I'm going to freaking stop!
Going through the shadow realm.
Alternatives go, because I got more just waiting to freak people out with.
Bro,
I have.
sorry.
One.
I'm so sorry.
Is Noah done?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Along the lines of death, I know this is like horrible to talk about on broadcast. In July of 2021, my grandma died sadly, and I was really close to her.
Mm-hmm.
Impacted me so badly that every time I went to sleep, her voice down the hallway of my dark room, and these were like nightmares, not like nice little dreams. They were nightmares, like full on nightmares, and they were horrible. Anytime I'm really stressed, really sad, just not in the best mood, nightmares happen. So I was so stressed and upset and angry when I died that I would hear her voice, but it would be demonic. It's like,
Oh God, that ain't your grandma. That ain't your grandma.
And so I look down the hall and I see on the ceiling. I immediately stare at it because I'm curious. I'm very curious. I'm very naive. And so I stare. Its head goes crick, like breaking bones.
Oh yeah,
Stares at me. And so I start freaking out because I'm like, oh my God. And it just says, "Don't worry, it's just me." And I'm like,
Oh my gosh!
oh my God.
Bro,
And
that's the part that. Sorry.
In real life, and I start crying horribly to the
Jeez.
point, and I wake up. This is the worst part. My tears have a little bit of blood in them.
Oh no!
So they're, yeah, and nightmare. Well, I found out the reason why I had blood in my eyes is because I was crying so much. My eyes were so strained that they started bleeding, and I didn't know that could happen, but it happens.
God.
So it happened constantly, and to the point where I had a nosebleed.
Dude, that's freaked up. Ugh, I'm sorry that happened
Used
to
to
you.
cry blood.
Isn't mass hysteria?
I mean,
Okay.
what?
Okay. Listen here. You know
Like
the part of the
mourning,
dream.
grieving.
You know the part of the dream where you freaking see the person and it says, "Don't worry, it's just me." That is the part of the dream where I yelled down the hallway at the top of my lungs, "Square up." Square up.
Not repeat.
Come at me, boy.
Catch these hands, demon.
Imagine crying blood though. Like I literally.
Yeah, that's a nope from me.
Terrifying.
Guys, I
I'm
got
that dude who would
something.
literally just rush headfirst into the demon and then end up dead a minute later.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't sound believable. It doesn't really.
No, I
but
believe you.
It can happen.
I have something that.
It's
Sorry, what?
It's real.
Sorry, hold on. Your voice is really quiet.
She's just saying that it's real and it can happen.
Yeah. I have something
Girls,
with
and I'm just quiet voice. I don't get it. Like, speak up!
I have something with
my
death.
There's a lot of girls with really quiet voices.
Bro, then if you stop
My
talking, you can hear
brothers
me.
are
How about that?
sleeping.
So, okay, so for those of you who don't know, my grandpa just died, like, pretty recently.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. This is, like, to kind of, like, darken, but, like, lighten the mood at the same time for a quick little interval.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I was in my room, and I heard this thing where it's like, when your right ear rings, you know, someone's trying to talk to you, and when your left ear rings, someone's talking bad about you. So my right ear started ringing. And this is, you know, I'm still, like, deep in the, oh my gosh, I'm so sad, yada yada. And my right ear started ringing, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And then it stopped, and I went, wait. And, you know, for some reason, I was just like, Grandpa, if that's you, ring it again. And it started ringing. I was like, oh my gosh. And I kid you not, I saw someone sitting on the edge of my bed, and I wasn't really scared. I just kind of, like, started talking to it, and my ear it was ringing. Normally my ear only rings for like a good 10, 15, 20 seconds, but it was ringing the entire conversation, and anytime the ringing would slowly start to fade out, I'd say, wait, come back, and it'd ring super loudly again. And I saw him, like, almost walking around my room, and he asked me, I felt weird, I felt like I was talking to him, and it was like, he was asking me about my record player, and he asked me to play my Beach Boys vinyl, and he had, like, Alzheimer's, so he doesn't really remember me, so it felt weird to be able to talk to him, but, like, he was, like, interested in the glass statue on my shelf, and he kept asking me questions about it because he was a cat, and he told me, like, he loved cats, and, you know, he was telling me about his old hat that my aunt wanted, but he, like, wanted me to have it or something, and, like, I just kept talking to him, and then it was just really weird, but every time it would ring, it was like I could talk to him, and I was like,
oh, that's creepy, but also really cool. Because I feel like after you die, you get rid of the disease, so he probably remembered you, right?
I know, I would hope so.
My theory for stuff like that is that the reason that the experiences are always so creepy when they should be, like, good is because the ghosts don't choose the way they present themselves. And it's just kind of based on the person and the scenario, and just the physics of nature, I guess. That's just kind of how the ghosts present themselves, and it's the best they can do. So, can't really blame the ghost.
Yeah.
But it's nice that I guess you got to... I'll consider that closure, I guess.
Sure, I have more creepy ones, but that was, you know, the nicest one that I've had, so...
Yeah. Can I
Sorry.
No, you're good. Can I go? I had one.
Go ahead, yeah.
Of course.
Okay. Have you guys ever heard of the fictional character, the creepypasta called The Rake?
Yes.
Yep.
I had a nightmare about that thing last year.
God, please don't send it to General, because I will actually cry.
I'll on the podcast right here, I'll insert an image of The Rake so people know what it is, but I won't put it in.
No!
I'm not gonna put it in General!
I'm not watching your podcast, I'm sorry.
Oh, look at General if you don't want to see it, people. It's simple.
But, like, what if I want to?
Okay, but basically, I had this dream.
Wow, okay!
And this is like such a meta dream, because I'm out camping, right? I'm, like, camping with people. I don't know who they were. It was just, like, strangers that were, like, in the dream, my friends. Oh, you scared me to half to death! Sorry. Hi. Yeah, I'm recording a podcast right now. Hi, Mom. Hi.
Hi, Mrs. Mother.
How are you doing?
Hi, Gage's mom.
You are?
Oh my
Okay.
God.
It'd be funny.
Hi, Gage's mother.
Have you guys ever looked to the right and you see a face in your doorway?
Stop.
That's what just happened to me. Okay, but sorry. So I'm out camping with these people, just like friends I don't know, and then,
That was an oxymoron.
it gets to be later at night, and I look outside the tent and I see this freaking thing running on, like, humanoid form, really scrawny, all, like, pale white skin, veiny white skin, sprinting around on all fours, murdering everyone I know. And
What the frick?
And it's, like, down by a pond. It's, like, sprinting around, screeching, and, like, running into tents, murdering people. And
Oh, God.
it's pitch black, and I can barely see it. And then it starts heading my way, and I'm like, ah! So I go into the tent, and and you want to know this? Here, this is the scariest part that sets the stream apart for me. I realized I was dreaming. I laid on the ground and told myself to wake up, but it stood over me and wouldn't let me wake up until I opened my eyes and looked at it. I couldn't wake myself up from the dream until I stared it in the eyes.
Dude.
And only
Okay,
then did it let me wake up.
That's kind of metal, not gonna lie.
The demon literally was waiting for me, and it was breathing on me. I literally heard it going like, right in front of me, just waiting for me to open my eyes. And I lost control of my own mind, and I couldn't wake up. It was so scary. But that's why that dream sticks with me, because it was the one time that I knew in a nightmare in which I knew I was dreaming and it didn't save me. And it kept me there until I faced death itself. It's horrible. It was terrible. And it sticks with me.
So scary.
It is. Well, that's mine. Anyway.
My cat is
Reese,
staring at me, and I'm
Jenna's.
kind of concerned. But it's okay. If I die,
I have
tell
something like Jenna.
Gage I don't love him.
When I was a kid, I had a journal. It was a dream journal that I had. It was a journal with a unicorn on the front of it, and I would write because my dad was like, well, write them down maybe, because I like write. Yeah, you like writing, you can make it into a book one day. And I was like, okay. And so now I just have this book filled with all of my nightmares I had as a kid, and let's pull that book out. This is the perfect time for that.
What a great time.
And they were messed up too.
Please elaborate.
Did you have a good childhood?
I had a
Just
great
making
childhood.
sure.
This might sound
Okay.
so rude, Jenna, but if I happen to leave, it's probably just because I have to go. It's not because I'm too scared. Guys, don't at me on that. No, it's actually because I have to go.
Right.
Okay.
I found the journal. Oh shoot!
I wanna hear,
there's
like,
the
one
drawing of the
story,
demon in the journal. Okay, love that. This is what the journal looks like. I want to show you. It's a pretty cool journal. Here's the drawings. I'm doing a lot right now.
No, I'm not with
Let's read.
Sorry, I was doing something.
See any of them.
Can I see the thing?
Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Jenna,
So
send me them.
this is the journal.
Okay.
My dream journal. These are the drawings that I'm doing right now.
Oh my god! Oh no!
I can't draw. So I'm gonna read the first page because I haven't read these since I was a kid. Oh my gosh! I forgot about this. Ooh. Okay.
Boy.
Okay, there's a lot in here. I won't bore you guys with all of them, but here's one. Okay.
Okay, I could listen to all of these, honestly.
This is December 5th, 2019. I was in a forest arguing with this man. He started to scare me, but there was nowhere I could go. I looked to my side and saw a small lake no smaller than a mini pool. I jumped in and started swiftly swimming away from the man who just stood there watching me as I left. I soon found myself in a sewer tunnel. I kept swimming forward, but after a while I found myself at a dead end with nothing but a sewer-caged window showing me more of the forest. I turned around debating whether or not now was a good time to turn around, but I had no choice. I swam through the water trying to stay hidden, but as soon as I came up for air, there he was with a giant branch, and he whacked me, and I fell into the water. Then he stepped on my back, keeping me from swimming up, and I drowned.
Oh my god.
What?
Why do you guys have
bad.
so many traumatizing dreams? I don't understand.
Oh, I know. I've had the one experience that people would call bad.
Oh my gosh, this one scared me. Holy cow. I forgot about that. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, this is a good
Oh no,
one.
Jenny, you're gonna scare the shit out of Gay. Shit.
Guys,
You want to hear another one?
Yes.
Okay. So, me, my dad, and my sister were entering a competition. When the other team got there, me and my sister freaked out. There was a girl who was very creepy looking, wearing all black and a metal choker. Me and my sister knew she was going to kill us with the choker, I guess. My sister and I... Yeah, of course. So my sister gave me the look, and we knew what we had to do. I followed the demon girl into the bathroom, not before grabbing a piece of broken glass, which was from a security pallet that showed inside the bathroom, I guess. So she started to go to the bathroom, and I shortly entered behind her, making sure no one but my sister saw. I listened as I crept into the stall next to her, and she asked who was there, but I ignored her. I stood on the toilet in the stall next to her. She flushed the toilet and stood there waiting. She knew I was there, so I had to act quickly. I jumped underneath the stall and tackled her. She wanted to scream, but I Oh, but then she stabbed my eye and covered my mouth. I reached for her demon choker, but she grabbed it first and pressed it into my skin, cutting off my air and blood supply around my neck, and I died instantly. My body seemed to get sucked into her choker, and my face was added to the demon choker. If you looked at the choker, you would see 7 other faces of all the girls who she had killed.
Why? Dude, was this every single one of your nightmares sound like perfect horror movie material?
Literally.
Dude, there's so many. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was a sad one. I cried when I woke up.
I have not had nearly this many nightmares, probably because most of them were just that one reoccurring one of the cardboard cutout murdering me with a desk fan.
Oh my.
I hate the dreams where you wake up crying. Those are always the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only had those as a kid. Nowadays, I just wake up, turn my light on, and sit there with a blank face, contemplating what on earth just happened.
Found another one. This is kind of interesting.
Okay.
Okay, so it says, I was at school talking to my blank. It doesn't say, it just says nothing there, I guess. Then he started to say something, but his lips and mouth didn't move. I asked him if he had done ventriloquism, and he asked what I meant. When I told him what I said that I had heard him, and he looked shocked and said I said that in my head. We kept testing the theory of me being able to hear his thoughts, and it was true. I could read minds. Later in science, I found out I could hear all of the fish and snakes too. After class, I went up to my teacher and told him, and he thought I was...
sound like stories now.
No, it was a dream I had. He thought I was just trying to be funny. He just blankly stared at me. Then I told the fish to swim in the small castle 3 times, and the fish did it, but my teacher still didn't believe me. Later, when I went home, I could hear more talking. I started to walk upstairs when I saw my dog, and she started barking, but as I got closer, her barks became words. She was saying, my barking is to warn you, now you hear, be careful of... And then I heard the neighbor's dog start barking. I walked outside and saw our next-door neighbor's neglected dog talking to me. Hey, can you please come over here? I'm awfully hungry. His voice sounded creepy and dark, but I felt bad, so I put a treat in my pocket and hopped the fence. Thank you, dear. Come a little closer, please. I'm
You will
awfully
die in
tired
5.
and do not feel like getting up. I walked over, and he smiled with his big teeth. He smiled. It sounds like 3 big bad wolves, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he licked his
Little Red
nose.
Riding Hood?
Yeah, that one. He licked his nose and stared me dead in the eyes as I slowly approached. I reached out my hand to give him the treat, but instead he jumped and landed on top of me and started eating my face, and I died. That's all I remember, because I died afterwards.
Ah,
yeah,
yes,
I get
the
that.
usual.
The usual.
Wow, that sounds just lovely.
That one wasn't too bad, honestly. That was...
Yep, being ripped apart by a dog could be worse.
Being in the dream because you think you can't get out of it because you think it's real.
I know not everyone was here last podcast for me to tell, like, my main reoccurring nightmare. So, do you guys want to hear that again? Because some of you
I do.
haven't heard it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
The people watching have already heard this, but I'll say it again, because why the hell not? So, when I was younger, my parents got this cutout of the race car driver. His name was Richard Petty. And he's still alive, actually. He's a race car driver. And the cutout of him is just him with a hat holding, like, a water bottle. Just a cardboard cutout, probably about, like, a life size, like, probably about 6 foot, I guess. I'm not sure. He actually still might be taller than me. But, basically, when I saw it as a little kid, it spooked me. Because, like, you know, it looked like a random man in our house. And my brain just perceived it differently. It looked like some demon to me for some reason. When really, in reality, it's just a cardboard cutout of a dude smiling. But my brain saw it as, like, this really scary demon. But, basically, I had a dream that kept reoccurring. Or the first few at least were like this. I was in the basement at night, playing with toys alone, and I was like 8. I was like 8 or 6, somewhere in there. And in our basement, at the end of this hallway in our basement, we have the door to our storage room. And I'd be playing alone down there at night, and the storage room door would creak open on its own. Like it was fully closed. The door handle would turn, and it would open. And the cardboard cutout would hop out of the room at the end of the hall and look at me smiling, because it had these shades on with this really big toothy grin, and it had no nose. And basically, little me didn't know what to think of it, so I start crawling towards it, and then the thing freaking bum rushes me, right? and it's cardboard, so it hops towards me. So you just hear like this bump, 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 like because it has to hop, and so you just hear it like hopping towards me. Then it like levitates me, and it kills me with a desk fan. I kid you not.
Oh my
It
god.
sucks me into a desk fan and shreds my body alive. And then I'd wake
Oh,
up. And I had this over and over and over every other day. And every time
Wow, that's awful.
I would try and escape, but it would not let me beat it. I remember one time I realized I was in a dream and I saw the door opening and I started running up the stairs. And the stairs, keep this in mind, on the left is like the wall. It's like one of those staircases that's like, on the left corner of the basement. And on the right, like through the railing, you can like see into the basement, right? In the hallway to the storage room is right by the stairs. And you could see through the railing into the hallway. And I could see it as I was running up the stairs. But then suddenly, because funny dream, I feel really dizzy. And I fall over on the stairs and I start trying to crawl up the stairs because I just didn't want to die. So, like, I was feeling disoriented and I was, like, crawling, clawing at the stairs to get up. I felt like I was freaking, like, high and drunk at the same time. And I see it hop by the railing on my right. And I hear it round the corner and start coming up the stairs towards me. And then everything goes black and I wake up. And it's just...
Oh my god.
And I forgot to mention, it has this laugh. It has this menacing, like... like it has this like deep like a full-grown man laughing at like psychotically, not high pitched but like a really low pitched psychotic laugh, like and I would just hear that every single time it attacked me or was chasing me, and I'd also hear it pounding up the stairs, and it got me so bad every single time, and I could never live. It would kill me in the most brutal ways possible, and I was like 7. And it traumatized me so hard. Only more recently, when we moved to this new house in Idaho, did I get to see it. Because we still have it in our shed. I went out there to look at it, and I was like, bro, that's just a dude. It's just a dude. Like, I'm not scared anymore. But back then, it was this demonic, scary, laughing man that would torment me every night of my life. And
Wow.
I will never forget that part of my childhood, because it was just so bad. And then the one other reoccurring nightmare I had, I think I only had this one, like, bear with me. I think I only had this one, like, 3 times. My dad and I would both be playing with marbles in the basement, and he has these 2 deer heads, like, these that he shot on his wall. And freaking, I'd see one of them move slightly, and I'd look at it, wondering if I'm insane, and they would come to life and inhale us and eat us. The deer heads would eat us. And my dad's just like, hang on there a little longer and you'll wake up. And I'm like, what? And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, that one's not as bad. It's more funny because they just like eat us alive, and I never actually get like chewed. It's more of just, I'm like somehow really tiny and like a giant deer mouth. It's weird. And then the one like difference I ever had during the dreams was when I saw the deer heads and I went around to the storage room and I looked in the back and there was a full-grown deer body on the other end of the wall. Like, it was just a deer with its head poking through a hole in the wall. And saying that out loud makes me realize how scary that is. That's actually really scary. But that's like, that. I guess that's the origins. It's not deer heads hung on a wall. It's 2 deer in our storage room sticking their heads through a hole in our wall, preparing to inhale and eat us, apparently. But those are the 2. Those are my 2 dreams. I'm done. Huh?
What is the timer at on the recording?
The timer. It is at 1 hour and 23 minutes, which we've gone longer, so I'm not too worried.
Dude, scary dreams are fun.
They're so fun. One dream.
Along those lines.
What?
Videos?
Huh?
Videos?
Videos of my dreams? No, I don't.
No, that's not what I meant. So have you ever seen that video of like somebody laying in bed and then these hands start coming out of the ceiling and out of the walls?
No, yes, I have. Yes, don't remind me. Yeah.
That was on Hooked, wasn't it?
I had a dream just like that.
Sleep paralysis,
They
people.
were heads of blood.
What?
So I watched the Headless Horseman, the rated R one, and when I was maybe 11, and I didn't realize it was a rated R, so would fall, and they were like in this mushy tree. Anyways, that haunted me. So I would go to bed, lay in bed, and all of a sudden I would just wake up, and I'm like, probably be in bed. I look at the timer, it's at 3 a.m. witching hour, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh no, oh no. And so then there's like blood going down my walls, and I'm like, so this is where I die. Oh well. And so then it just gets worse. Headless Horseman is laughing in the corner of my room with like demonic eyes. It's even worse than the punk. It's just demonic. Pumpkin head. Then the heads start falling from the ceiling one by one. It goes thud, thud with like splashing sounds. It was horrible to me. And then the Headless Horseman would come to my legs and chop them off, and then I would die. Horrible. I hated it.
Yikes. Do you guys know that that thing at the beginning of Tom and Jerry where it was
The
like
cat. I love the cat.
No, the lion that would roar at the
Oh,
beginning.
yeah.
Of every Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
So basically, when I was a kid, I was convinced that lion was at the foot of my bed and he was gonna eat my feet. So I would always curl up in a ball when I slept, and to this day, I still sleep with my legs up, like, by my chest rather than sprawling them out because I'm still terrified something's gonna grab my legs.
Listen, okay. That reminded me of two things. Firstly, the lion roaring. You just actually helped evoke a memory of the nightmare I had with the deer. They roared while they were eating me, and it sounded like that lion.
Respectfully.
Dude.
And the other thing you just reminded me of, basically, I'm just sitting. So I have my desk like facing the wall, right away from both doors and entrances, so I can't see when someone comes in behind me if they're really quiet. And before this event, I never had a problem with like watching my back, covering my six, whatever you want to call it. I wasn't worried. I didn't have a fear of something being behind me. And one day I'm on my computer, just like playing games, and my dad thought it would be really, really funny to come in silently behind me and put his head right next to mine and watch me play and see how long he could just watch me. And I didn't know he was there. And so suddenly, while I'm doing my thing, and I don't have any headphones on, so I can like hear everything clearly, he was just dead silent. I suddenly hear like behind me, like just this he started laughing because he was like cracking up because I hadn't seen him yet. But to me, I just heard a man laughing behind me. I screamed the house down. Like I was just, oh my god, I sounded like a 9-year-old girl. I lost my mind, and my dad just loses it laughing. And while it was absolutely hilarious, from that day forward, I have never, ever stopped looking behind me when I'm sitting at this desk. And I once, at one point, moved my desk to face both my doors, but it didn't look good, so I put it back to how it is now. Let me turn my webcam on, actually. Oh. Right, hold on. Let me write this down. I gotta get the time for when I turn my webcam on. Sorry, I'm trying to do a lot of things at once right now. Multitasking isn't my thing. But basically, frick. Oh my god, Gage, what are you doing, man? How did I leave the call? Sorry, guy, I'm messing this up so bad. Okay, that door behind me, he came in through that, and he was sitting here, like this, like right here, and I was like doing my thing, and he's right here, and he's like laughing, and I'm like, and ever since then, I have this window right here. I have a window right here. Every like 10 seconds, I will check this window because in the window I can see both my door. Well, at this window, the closest window, I can see my bathroom door, my sliding door, so I can tell if that opens. And in the other window here, if I look all the way back, I can actually see the door that's over the other way. I'm able to see the reflection because of like physics. I don't know. But I'll pull a Five Nights at Freddy's and check both my doors every 10 seconds to see if they're open. And that's just how I tell if someone's in my room. I'll be looking around. And especially if it's late at night, I'll always be looking at the window to see if something's like behind my chair or over in the closet, because I can also see the closet. So I have my whole setup here, and I never close the blinds because that would blind me.
Gage's room at 3 in the morning looks like 420 mode.
It's Five Nights at Gage's room, guys. But yeah, that's
Napster.
that's my story.
I got a story I could tell.
Yeah.
It's it is really gruesome, I will say.
That's alright. We like gruesome.
I won't really go too in depth, but there was like a string of stories that like not really a string of stories, but like dreams, not stories that that come on and off like for the past couple of years now, and I don't know why, but like there's always like a week within the year where I just have these dreams where different parts, like different family members, it's like going throughout a day, and then I come home and then one of my family members are dead. Like I come home one day and then like my brother's disconfigured, like completely just
that's
everywhere throughout the house, or I come home and my mom's hanging in a room, like hung herself with a note in her hand,
Oh my god.
and there's been other dreams where I've come home and all my animals have been disconfigured, they've turned into demonic beasts, started eating my cats, or my cats turned into demonic beasts and eat my dogs, and it's just so weird because like it's a continuation of one dream or another, because like my brother could be disconfigured and then like I wake up, screaming, and then when I go to bed the next night I wake up and it's like right back where my previous dream was. So I'd start off with that dream,
man.
cleaning up my brother's
corpse,
scattered remains, because he was
yeah.
disconfigured. And then my mom learns about this tragedy, and she's overcome by guilt. She offs herself. Not okay. That sounded bad, but I don't know how to say that without it being demonetized.
Nope.
So I'm trying to be.
It's good. I understand.
Okay, yeah, but she basically ended herself because of how sick it was, and then or how upset she was, and then when I realized that, the dream ends, and then it continues, and then
Oh gosh,
that's horrible. So you're
cutting down my mom.
Oh god. So your nightmare. Let me get this straight. Your nightmare presses pause and waits for you to dream again, and then resumes itself.
Pretty much.
That is awful.
No, but yeah, okay. So this is like the most recent one, and then day 3. It starts off with my mom just hanging there, and then I cut her down, and then it's not my actual house we live in, so I'm like, we're in the forest, but I just go dig her a grave, put her alongside my brother, and then it's just me and my animals. And then I turn around, and then all the animals, well, the cats have been slaughtered by my dogs, which have turned into demonic beasts, and I have to put them down, and then the dream ends there. And then day 4 starts with more digging animal hole for them to get buried in, and then it all leads up to this evil mastermind, which is actually my father, who is like this demonic demon who just wants to make me suffer for whatever reason. And then I get stuck in this this chamber where it's just a bunch of stuff's being pinned into me. I'm getting burned, like toxic stuff's getting poured on me, and I can't get out of a dream because I'm just like too scared and that kind of thing, and I just wouldn't wake up.
I feel you on that one.
And I usually don't tend to wake up from dreams, like if I know I'm in a dream, unless I like die or something. And it went on for 20 minutes, I swear, and it was just excruciating. Finally, I felt like I was at wit's end. He bashed my head in, and I woke up, and that would be the end of the current saga that happened.
Dude, that's horrible. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I know, that sounds
horrible. I know it's just a dream, but still, it feels like...
Dude, that sounds worse than all of mine. Like, that is...
Dude, that's way worse than anything I've had.
Quiet.
I don't know if it's just like a correlation with stuff that's happened, or like that kind of stuff, but it's confuzzling.
The closest thing to a bad family dream like that I've had that I can remember is I had a dream where my dad died, and I cried for hours, and then I woke up, and words cannot describe how happy I was. I was so happy because it felt real. because I was in my house.
Yeah.
And I heard the news, and I saw what happened, and I cried in my room. I cried everywhere I went, and I couldn't stop crying and having a mental breakdown because I just
I can't focus
imagine
because my ex is calling me.
killing.
No, texting me, not calling. My ex is texting me.
Block.
So
Oh, did he
Put me
finally
up,
respond?
But I have to go.
Yeah, he responded.
Maddie, no!
Understandable. Have a good
Anyways,
night.
So sad.
so
Alright, Maddie. Take care.
love you. Bye.
Goodbye, man.
Bye.
Love you. No.
Yeah, Gage. I've had very similar dreams where I've had family members die, and they just felt so real, and I just wish it wasn't real.
That sucks.
And I wake up, and I'm just so happy it isn't real because
Yeah.
dreams like learning my brother died in some like car accident, and not knowing if it's real or not, and just accepting this as reality, and it's just hard. Or my dad brutally killing my mom. That was another one I had a while ago.
Yay!
It's hard when you
it
don't
was-
know if the dream is real or not, and you just don't know till you wake
Yeah.
up.
I think I need to clarify something about
I'll be
my rake dream. I was wrong about one bit. The
to be a
part
child.
the part where it was standing over me and I was trying to wake myself up. It wasn't that. It's actually exactly what Austin said. I was waiting for it to kill me. So I could wake up because you can only wake up once you die.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it to kill me, and that's why I closed my eyes. And it decided not to kill me and wait for me to open my eyes before it killed me. So that's what it actually was.
Oh, gosh. Oh, well, this has been a lovely conversation. Now I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight because I have all these photos
Of course.
of my paralysis demon just staring at me right now on my
love-
desk.
I love to just reach into my mind and rip out my dramatic demon traumas. It's my favorite thing to do.
I showed on the camera, but the drawings are just so bad. I would prefer.
You don't want me to put them on the podcast?
Oh no, you can.
Oh, okay.
They're just some pretty funky looking drawings. They look kind of weird.
No, that looks like the kind of drawings people draw after having like a traumatic experience. That's genuinely how people who have had traumatic.
Do you want me to show it on here, or do you want to use the photo I sent you?
I can just use the photo, but if you want to show everyone, you can. That's up to you.
I can like show you like the claw part because I don't think that was shown in the photo that well. They're like
Oh, I can see it.
like long dark figures, and they have like claws that go past the legs, like dragging onto the floor almost. If that makes sense. I went on a rampage and drew 5, but yeah, that.
Nice. I would draw my you know what? I'll try and draw the cardboard cutout that murdered me and how my mind perceived it.
Yeah.
If you want to know how it actually looked, just look up Richard Petty online, and
Okay, I'll just know.
But
Richard.
just type like race car driver.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
The one.
Oh, he's got a nice mustache.
Yeah, the one thing
Sorry,
that
My ex is being really it's really pissing me off a bit.
just don't talk to that guy.
I muted him.
Good.
The one thing about
He's
him that
fine.
actually
Is it okay if I talk about drama? Is that fine with you?
well, I'm not sure you should put your personal life on YouTube.
Yeah.
like on talking to 7,000 people.
Told Austin, but I had a ex best friend who was boy crazy. I'll tell you that in another broadcast, but because it's really long, but
Yeah, you can talk with Austin in another channel if you want to.
my ex is telling me that I'm being boy crazy. But Kayla was different. She would break up with boys and then date another boy, right after. Boys would break up with me and then be lonely, and then boys would have a crush on me, and I would give them a chance at a relationship. I just don't go to a random boy. Right? I'm not being crazy.
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm like, no, I'm not boy crazy. Because if I was boy crazy, I think that would be a warrant sign, but I'm not. I don't think of boys. I don't have a crush on every boy at the school, so I don't understand.
Yep. Probably just people being people.
Teenagers.
This dude just leave me alone.
Teenagers and high school. My favorite thing in the entire world.
Help you out. We ain't doing.
Me too.
I'm tired.
No,
Yeah.
you're not. Be untired.
I've Gage. I slept 2 hours.
I know. I'm joking.
Sorry, what were you saying, Gage, before that?
Nothing.
So gay.
I don't remember. I'm just sketching this dude right now.
This
I don't know what to do with these sketches. My trash can is like filled with water bottles and trash. So these are just gonna spend the night in my room till I can empty my trash.
Well, if you guys ever have a nightmare, just invite me to the party and I'll kill it.
I'll just ping you and be like, yo, just join.
Yo, bro, in the dream, pull up a computer, DM me, and I will teleport into your room. And
That's how I tried
just-
to invite Austin to my dream.
Just add Bubba Fish on Discord in your dream. I'll wake up and come join.
Yeah, if y'all ever have a nightmare, it's Jenna MBIE. Just at me and I'll save you. And I can't. I will cry. I will cry.
Bro,
But you could maybe feel better about yourself if you watch how vulnerable I am. Maybe I'll die first and you'll have some extra time to run, you
in
know?
the zombie apocalypse, you don't have to be fast.
I'll be
You
right
just have
back.
to
I
be
need to
faster
block
than your
him.
friends.
Just trip your friends and let them go.
Oh, that's a good question. Or that's a good topic. Like, what about like all of us in a zombie apocalypse?
That would be a good topic for the next
Live.
podcast. I think we could
Okay.
probably end this podcast because it's at an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But just to end the podcast, out of our whole group, like, who do you think would die first?
Andrew.
Andrew would like straight up
I'm back.
try and charge tackle it, and it would like use its demon powers to obliterate him. I'd probably be second because I'd charge in after him, and then the same thing would happen to me.
Andrew would die because he'd have a lack of his dang suckers in the world.
Oh, what was that thing called on Murder Drones? The plot protection shield or what armor or
Plot
whatever
armor.
it was.
Plot armor.
Plot armor.
Plot
So
armor.
who would have the plot armor?
Well, that's probably
No one. This is real life.
I was gonna
Okay,
say
that's a
it'd
great
be
point.
everyone's gonna think they have the plot armor.
That's true, because we all think we're the main characters, but literally
We're
we're.
all the main characters.
Well, you're the main
Well-
character of your own story.
That's a good point.
You're also
Listen,
the
I-
villain of someone's story.
Oh, that's so scary to think about. You could be like the side character in someone's
That
story,
would
the love
be-
interest in someone's story, all these different
Bro,
things, and
you're
you
the-
just never know.
You're the extra in a lot of people's stories.
Exactly, you're just that random person who appears
Clearly,
maybe
I'm the
once.
enemy.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Enemy to somebody.
Oh, this is never enemy.
No.
Oh, the misery.
Swear, I'm
Everybody
gonna
wants to
stab
be.
you.
Have you even seen Arcane?
To me. He's like, it's none of my business. I'm just trying to help you.
Gage,
Huh?
Happen with-
have you even seen Arcane?
No. You know that song's by Imagine Dragons, right?
Yeah, but it's the theme song for Arcane.
Well, I don't listen to it as that. I listen to it as an Imagine Dragons song. Cry about it.
Imagine dragging these.
Don't do it. Nope. Demonetization.
Oh.
I was gonna say, imagine dragging these almonds across your forehead.
Oh, man.
Gage, why have you still not ended it?
Why have I still not ended it? Because our conversations are too good to miss.
Exactly. If anyone's
Sure.
okay, here's what we'll do. If anyone has actually made it this far, comment. I don't know, like the banana emoji, like something really random like that. So I can.
Comment banana
Comment
balls.
Janet moment.
Comment
No,
Jenna
comment
moment.
Jenna moment.
Okay, comment Jenna moment, and then after that, comment banana balls. And I will
It's too much to remember.
I will pin your comment. The first person who comments that, I will pin you.
Wait, what do they type?
Huh? They have to
What did
put
they type?
Jenna moment, and then under that, they put banana balls.
Why, Jenna? What did I do this time?
No, Austin.
funny.
Austin just said that to put
Oh,
that.
okay. Thanks,
We
Austin.
literally were talking about Jenna moments in the car earlier.
We were, and then we couldn't think of any Austin moments, but we will find some And then my mom
Of
ratted
course.
me out about being clumsy, so thanks, Mom. She's like, oh yeah,
Well,
she
you
does
kind
that
of
a lot.
yourself out after you dropped that bottle.
That was bad. We'll talk about that another time, though.
Teehee.
Perhaps we will save this for another day. Hold on. Alright, let me turn my webcam on here.
Perhaps the archives are incomplete.
First, let me get this time written down on the podcast so I can show everyone at this exact time, because there's no way in hell I'm looking through the entire thing.
Oh, my Wi-Fi is going off the walls again.
Yay!
So if I cut
Sounds like
out,
you,
it's
You guys will probably think
Yeah.
this looks dumb, but keep in mind, to
So let's
me,
wrap this
this
up.
is my childhood trauma, and it murdered me thousands of times.
Bro, he looks like. Oh, I can't put my finger on it. He looks like that moon with the sunglasses.
Oh, you mean the McDonald's thing?
Yeah.
With the
That's
moon,
what he looks
the
like.
moonhead guy. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he does.
Wait,
That-
why is that like Pizza Steve, but with teeth and like a...
This is what murdered me with a desk fan, people.
Man's got murdered by Pizza Steve.
I knew this would happen. You just make fun of my childhood trauma.
Sorry.
No. I was saying he looked like the moonhead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to swear. I was saying it looked like the moonhead.
I gotta cut
Bro.
it out. I gotta cut it.
demonetized.
Frick. Now I
I'm
gotta.
so sorry. I'm not trying to laugh. The glasses remind me of Pizza Steve.
No, it's alright.
But that is
I was just
scary.
trying to say it looked like the moonhead from McDonald's.
And I was about this tall,
Oh gosh.
and I had
That
to
is-
crawl because I was too young. I was crawling, and this dude would come out of here and hop over here, and then pull out a desk fan and just kill me while laughing.
gosh.
And his mouth could like move like that, like the top teeth.
So it was like the desk fan on a desk, or
It legit just looked like a freaking like silver desk fan. And
what was it plugged into?
Nothing.
Why didn't you just
It
unplug
was
it,
a
lol?
battery desk fan.
Why don't you just unplug the battery, lol?
Because I didn't see it. He like hid it behind his back or something, and then he was like, "Haha, surprise, die!" And then I died.
Skill issue.
Thanks. Anyway, so that's that. What do you say?
That was wonderful.
It was wonderful. What do you say we close out this podcast on a good note? Let's see here. Who here likes
Trauma sucks.
That's
Sorry,
not
I'm back.
that's not a good note. Hey, Jenna. Oh wait, Jenna, did you not see it? Oh no, you saw it. I'm dumb.
No, I did. Sorry.
You're literally the one who
in
called-
room
you
and
called it
started
Pizza Steve.
screaming.
Right.
Right.
We're gonna end this podcast on a good note. Who here likes cookies?
I ate 7 today.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's right. Aiden had the cookie.
Avery literally had this whole full-on plan about coming to kidnap me whenever she gets her license and baking cookies with me.
You know what? I hope she succeeds in that.
I want to do that.
I
I'll
would
kidnap
love.
everyone.
Okay. Well,
Bake
if that
cookies.
happens to me, it happens. No comment. All right. Outro time. Thank you guys so much for watching the podcast. We had a great time being terrified. I apologize for how much I screamed, but that's okay. Because at the end of the day, that's just a theory, a game theory.
Not
Say
equal
goodbye,
funny.
everyone.
Wait. Can I say one more thing?
You may.
When you say your intros and outros, your voice switches like when my mom's talking to me versus when she's talking to someone on the phone. The mom voice.
You mean when they have the calm, like, person you know tone versus the, like,
You're like,
super energetic
"Hi."
happy?
This is me. You're over here like, bye guys. Like you totally
Uh-huh.
go up an octave.
Right, yeah, YouTubers gotta have that energetic clickbaity intro and outro. They gotta have the energy to
Love
get
it
started
so
and
much.
end it on a good note. Thank you. Anyway,
Bye
alright,
guys.
Alright.
Thank you so much for watching.
here, how about I say something really ridiculous in my outro voice, like,
You can do it.
anyway guys, thanks for watching, I really like breast milk, and I'll see you in the next video.